Alright, so I think we're gonna find... Let's go find some more circles. Alright, so here's some circles. We have blue up here and red. We have blue and red closer somewhere else. Oh, look at that. Nice. Right here, we have circles right in between blue and red. Shopping around for... Ooh, there's blue and red. And there's half a circle. There's a circle up here. I might use the blue and red over here, Let's see, which patch is bigger? We could actually use this here, and it is actually next to green. It's a nice little area over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and patch these up. Okay, I'm gonna put it all around. And then this side's already gonna be a mess. But I think I'm gonna push it up. Because I think I'm gonna move all the colors down. Okay, so put that there, that over there. Okay, so this is gonna go here. Yep. Getting ahead of myself here. Actually, not do that part there. And like that. Let's see, how far can we even push these? Alright, that's about the limit. Okay, we're gonna push this around to the side and do this. Actually, let's do it like that for no particular reason, but we're gonna go out and around this direction. Okay, so that's that side. Let's go ahead and combine this group. There's actually a little bit more space on the left or the right side. So let's actually try to move all of our belts in that direction. Okay, let's put that there. Here, here, and here. Connect these up. And this one and this one. Okay, and they're all going to be pushed down afterwards. Let's actually move this out by one. Okay, and this one will be out to the next one. It's going to go down, and this is where we're going to combine these into one. And there we go. This whole pot, or plot, maybe just like that. Okay, so now that one's also connected. And I don't think I'm missing anything. No, okay. Alright, so now we can do red. Actually a fairly small patch, but there's a lot of red around here. Ooh, let's actually go for this one. Why not? Whatever, I guess. We can do whatever we want. Oh, that's a toughie. Guess we're gonna have to go like that. Alright. On this one too. Go in this direction for no particular reason. And there we go. Okay. Connect that up, and let's go in this direction. Nice and neat. Okay, and this one's gonna go straight down. Like so. Oh, it's so beautiful. Alright, so we can connect all the rest of them to these existing belts. And then we kind of have like 2 belts each. So they should have roughly the same, maybe? Roughly the same throughput. Okay, so get this guy down here. Put in a thingy there. Connect this one up. Actually, this one isn't connected. Now it is. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. And we'll do the same thing right here. A little lazy. It's a cluster. Oh well, it's fine. It'll do. Okay, so we don't need green right now, but green is right there. Beautiful. Okay, so I think we need like a color factory. I mean, eventually, towards the end game here, we might be looking at a color area. Like maybe the right side is color and the left side is like shapes. And then we can just kind of move them across on each end. It's just like in Factorio, we need trains. We need trains really bad. Oh, I wish trains were in this. It is definitely a feature request. There's some way to transport. Maybe like bots or something, like little robot dudes flying around. Alright. Let's get our mining up in here. And this one kind of has the same problem as up there. Okay. And start attaching our balancers. Okay. And that's our little outputs. This one right here. Alright. And then the next one right here. Okay. And then this one will go down. Let's stick this right here. It's a bit of a mess. Alright, cool. Alright, and there we go. Oh, one more. There we go. Alright, so that should be alright. Alright, so now we have our colors way up here and the shapes we need all the way down here. So I'm thinking this whole pipeline right here will be, we can grab at any point. And I think what I want to do is split off one of the reds and one of the blues. Trains! We need trains. Okay, so this one's gonna go off. We can go ahead and squish that one down. And let's get a little bit of space here. And we're gonna do the same thing right here. And there we go. Go ahead and cut that one off. Alrighty. So this one's gonna be specifically for RGB, or the purple. Alright. Alright, let's see how this is gonna work. So these get fed into here, and then it pops a thing out. Okay. The rate is actually not bad. So I think the biggest puzzle out of this is gonna be the combination of both those colors and how we're gonna, what the pattern is gonna be when we go from left to right. And speaking of that, I think I want to pull it down over here. Have you played a Factorio, Natty? I don't know if that's actually been on your radar or not. I think maybe I asked before at some point. Been too long. Alright, let's get our red here, and let's get our blue next line over. And this is gonna go out like that. Okay. It's gonna go down like that. We actually don't need... Oh, this one does. Nope, we don't. Okay. Okay, perfect. Alright, so presumably from here, we're making purple. Alright, so that's the pattern we need to figure out. Let's go ahead and put this in arbitrary spots. Maybe maybe one down so we can fit something. So we can actually put this in any order. So... Alright, I think I see a bit of what we have to do. This one can be a little bit later, be one later. Go down here, like so. Then this one can have gap, so red can go down. Then that's the output. Kind of intense. Alright, so what is going to be the pattern? Alright, I think this is actually going to be the pattern. Unfortunately, this is about as tight as we can make this. Particularly because because we have to be able to extend this forward, so I think we can paint in the conveyor belts in this direction. And then we're just going to have to do it one by one, I guess. Okay, so like that, and then there, connect. This is one later, down. Okay. There's a default position that the little underground conveyor belt goes into, and it keeps tripping me up. I need to remind myself that I need to rotate it before... There we go. Before I try to actually use it. Ooh. That's not what I want. Okay. Boop. And get this one down here. And this, leave a gap. This goes down like that. This goes there. Like that. And then leave a gap. It goes down like that. And then we put a little thingy there. Put this like that. Leave a gap. Like that. Oh. That should connect. Yep. Oh boy. Alright. That looks good. So I think we're gonna put a conveyor belt or a balancer just after this, so that the first one can connect in there. This one actually should go up here. Okay, we can connect them up like that. Alright, so then our excess of blue and red can come out on the right side here. So we could extend this infinitely. We could actually extend this pretty far down the line there. There's a lot of space. So now that we have the output, I want to rotate all this back. Because I want to offer it as a color that we can pull from. Okay. If anything, because it's processed, maybe it should be like down here. Whatever. Okay, so now we have our circles down here. We're gonna pull off and push this down. Cool. And now we can go and look at what we're doing over here. A lot of gray with our colors. Okay. Oh, I can't wait for copy paste. All right. I feel like we can do it. All right, let's put in our paint roller. And let's put it over here, I suppose. Let's go out, pull off. How much space do we actually have over here? So we had 3 spaces in front. Okay, so 3 spaces in between. All right. So this is equal to 2, 1. All right. Something like that, because now we can go like this. Actually, we want to go there and there, because this will go here. And this will go here. So what's the distance? 1, 1, 2, then the 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that will go there. And this will go right here. Okay, so we can extend this out. Alright, this will be the input there. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, 1 too many. It's there. 1, 2, 3. I think we can actually do this without putting in the other thingy. The combiner thing. Great. That's down there. That's that. 1, 2, 3. That's down. Balancer. Underground. Balancer down. Balancer. Underground. Balancer down. Balancer, and then output. Okay. I'm gonna put in our painty thing. And then let's turn it in. Okay. So now we need the inputs. There we go. So this will be the full line. So we can infinitely use this. We probably should have had this up a little bit. That kind of sucks. 'Cause now we're kind of missing out on those weird star thingies. I mean, I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more out there. In a world somewhere. Put that in. Boop. Boop. There we go. Cool. So here's our outputs. So we actually do have the circles now. So let's go ahead and guess this will be in between those little islands. Circle stuff is on the bottom, so I guess this is where we'll go ahead and turn it in. Okay, this is gonna be a long one. I'm thinking let's go up. It's a huge map, so there's probably some out there. Yeah, definitely. Alright. So now we're turning in the circles. I have no idea what the process, the throughput here is probably not going to be super high. It's definitely a huge map. I mean, it's infinite. Not even technically infinite, it is literally infinite. The game will just keep making it. I think even Factorio is infinite. I can just keep scrolling off. Oh my goodness. Look. Still going. Yeah. It's infinite. It's pretty neat. You actually can't do that in Factorio because you have to actually be there. You can't just move the camera around. But Factorio would actually be the same. Is this really this high performance? Maybe it is now because we've gotten upgrades and stuff. Alright. So we have, wow, 15,000. We really need to have a higher performance there. Okay. 15,000. It's quite a lot. Alright, so we probably want to do 2 of these. That way we can put 2 inputs into the thing, and then we can double our speed. Okay. I don't really want to make a gap here. So I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to put a gap. So normally this would go here. Let's actually put a thing here. And then I guess whatever we do, we're kind of technically putting oh well, it's fine. We're kind of technically putting in 1 block of space, which is a little bothersome, but I'm not sure how else to do this without like stopping this line, and I kind of want to just keep it going. Okay. So it was 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this one is here. So here. Or wait. That goes there. Oh wait. There we go. That goes there. I'm a little confused. I need to create the pattern again. This 1, 2, 3. And then this would go here. And this would go down. Okay, so this would normally be here, but we can't have it there. So this is the gap we've kind of created. Oh well. It's a little ugly now, but that we have a actually we could make sure that this, or the tiled bit will fit in between here, which I think, I kind of eyeballing it, I think it actually will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they need to be based on that position. And then it won't matter. Which means this would go there under normal circumstances. So we'll go up into that. And then the next one would be right here. And this would go out here. This would be here. Okay, there we go. So we just need to hook up that one little bit and then we should be okay. Level 9 completed. You have unlocked a compact variant of the balancer. It accepts 2 inputs and merges them into one. Oh, so this is an interesting sort of difference. In Factorio, it'll actually just position it on the whatever side you're hitting the belt on. So you have a vertical belt and it has 2 rows. So like each of my fingers is on each side. So if you put a belt in this way, it'll just always be on this side of it. If you put a belt on this side, it'll always be on that side of it. So you can do like clever things like put a certain product on the left side of the conveyor belt versus the right side. And you can also do like things like where you kind of go up like this and in, and then you can put it on the one in the middle. And you can kind of design the requirements for them. So like in this case, we might use it for red and blue. So the fact that we need red and blue for this, we could use that balancer to combine them onto one conveyor belt instead of 2. In this case, we actually need them to be separate because that's actually how the factory works. But I'm curious to see what kind of things are going to be happening in the future of this game here, and that's going to require those. Alright, let's go ahead and extend this out again. What's our next goal, actually? This is going in at a okay rate. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm happy with the rate, I suppose. We could increase the rate, but it's not in our absolute necessity to hit 15,000 really quickly. So I might just abandon it now. So the game wants blue stars. Okay. Alright, let's ignore all of this then. Ooh, look, our purple's starting to dwindle when it comes down to here. So now we're seeing the limitations. There's still some coming out in this way. That means that there's some that are not actually grabbing. No, this one is not really working all that much. So there's a slight stutter. We can do something like this. So that these don't constantly take things away. But this is the nature of not having enough that can sit on the belt. And maybe these are really not that full. No, they should be pretty full. Oh, look, they're having trouble actually going into the belt. Okay. So it looks like we might need 2. This might actually be a 2-belt sort of thing. So let's put 4 down. And let's let this keep going. So let's say every 4. So this is technically 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want this one to be pulled out now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one should also be pulled out. Okay. Maybe that'll help. So technically that should fill 2 belts. And we just don't need this much at the moment. Suppose we actually do. So yeah, let's actually feed 2 belts in. There we go. So now we're gonna fill 2 full belts into these, because now we're getting gaps in the output belts. So this should definitely be 100% now. Alright, yeah, it definitely looks better. This one isn't being bottlenecked anymore. Okay, eventually this will get fully stocked. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we are getting a full output again. Alright. It's actually higher performance than the bottom circle that we have. Alright, let's get back to leveling up. So we need more of those star shapes. I remember seeing stars over here. Oh yeah, right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. Okay, let's put these out. Not you. Okay, that right there. You just like that. And we're gonna stick you in this direction. Put you right there. You right there. Actually stick you right into that one. Okay. All right. So we just have the interior parts now. Oh, that doesn't actually reach far enough. So I guess we're gonna have to go this direction. Okay, and this one will go. This one can probably go in this direction. Yeah. Okay. This one's pretty much we can't do anything with. Let's go in this direction. Okay. This down. This would be. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna go in that direction. Whoops. There we go. Oh, this game loves wiggly spaghetti belts. Oh, come on. Actually, I want it over there. There we go. Alright. Alright, this is as many stars as we can get. So we need blue. So we could just grab blue from down here, or we can grab the blue that's along this main line right here. I'm encouraged to do this sort of bus style system, kind of like what you could do in Factorio. So all we have to do is just add to this as a throughput thing, and it should work. It's actually kind of... Yeah, let's just give it a little bit of... Actually, no. Let's go back a little bit. We'll leave a little bit of gap there. Okay, and here is our blue. Why? This looks a little teal to me. I think this also needs a mix. Hold on. Oh boy. I think that's true. I think this is green and blue. Oh, all right. Let's get started on that. Okay. Get that in there. Okay, point this one up. And I should just put it like that. Give it to me. There we go. All right. And we put that there, that there, that there. In that direction. All right. Over on this side. Okay. Alright, so here's our green line. Oh boy. I think I'm going to split off over here to make two of them. And make sure it's balanced like this. And kind of do an early one right here. Alright, so now we have two green lines. So this is our purple line, so obviously we could definitely expand this and fulfill our purple needs a little bit better. We have a little bit more time before we actually need to. I suppose it's alright. Okay, so for this next group, we're gonna need blue and green. Alright, so let's make a marker. Let's leave a little bit of gap here. Maybe just 2 spots. So we want to line up maybe about right here. This is going to be blue. Okay, that's going to be our blue. And we're going to do it like, we're going to do it with one of these. Okay, and our green can be done the same way. Okay. All right. So we're going to kind of mimic the same pattern that we have up here. So to do this, we have a gap in between. So this is going to go like so. That's going to go in there like that, so we can draw this out here. Oh no, we're kind of getting rid of a blue. Maybe we can put a spacer there or something. Alright, won't worry about it yet. Alright, so let's align this here. It is pretty much just below this, so this would go like that. Then we'll have a little gap. This will go here like that. And then we'll have our output. Yep, that's the color. And I think something we can do a little bit differently than we did up here is we can turn it this way. So this will be our output here. All right. So let's go ahead and put this here, this gap here, gap here, gap there, gap. Right. Get that in there. Little gap. Balancer gap. Alright, so then this goes just above the blue bit. Little blue arrow there. Alright. Then this will go down like that. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this in. Nope, not that. On the right side of our factory. And let's put in our green. Okay. So now the output for all of these, they're all going to go into their own little balancer. And here's the balancer. This is definitely what we should have done up there. And then all we have to do is connect all this up. Oh, oops. And there's our teal. Okay, so we need the teal to go all the way down here. So let's go ahead and split this off because the assumption is that we'll be using this in other places. Okay, and I think we can be just underneath those conveyor belts here. And then this will be that group. So all we have to do is the same thing up here and color those weird shapes. It should be okay. Alright, let's put a little gap here. We can pipe this down. Alright. So our first color thing will be over here. Alright. Goes in there like that. There's one gap. This goes up. I think it was 3. 1, 2, 3. It's too far. I think it's... There we go. Alright. And then this will go here. This will go like that. I'll go here. This will be here. This will be the input from the shapes. Like that. And we have one little gap here. We have this up here. Then we have the output. So 1, 2. So there's 2 in between. 1, 2. This. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Without blueprints, it's like... It's a little rough. I can't wait for blueprints. Alright. Get this in there like that. These games, like, they will really teach you to focus. Like, I can't look away from my screen. Not because I'm so entranced necessarily. It's just, if you look away, you lose a little bit of time and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You can kind of find yourself trapped, like, oh no. What am I doing right now? It's so easy to fall into that. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2. Wrong. Okay, get those in there. These right here. Okay. It looks like this will be our outputs. Unless we're making more. Which I don't think we are. Get these in here. Get this to turn in over here. Okay. Let's get the next balancers here. Get these in there. And then turn it in. Okay. And then here we have our output. Let's go ahead and follow the group we already have up here. Let's go one more up. We can pass this. There we go. And this is going... Okay, yep, we want to be on this side. There we go. Now we can actually turn in some. So 2,000 of these things. So this one isn't double. It is a little bit more. But it shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully the game isn't going to require a full 2200. Well, now I know what teal means. As far as this game goes, I was like, that's blue, right? Oh, wait. We've done blue already. That wasn't what that was. Oh man, this thing is going to be crazy. We can't actually combine anything just yet. This top corner is taking forever. Put in a little reminder for that. So that would require us to increase the bandwidth here. Is there something about... There's something about this, like these areas that we could do to actually, I don't know, get more out of it, I guess? I'm not sure how to actually get more out of this thing. There you go. Actually, at least get a few more this way. I'll help a little bit. If you're just joining us, we just finished building the indigo blue, or teal blue if you prefer, weird star-shaped thingy. So while we're loading that in, we're kind of looking around. What can we do to optimize the half circle and the little corner thing? Little corner circle. This is our little corner circle structure thing. It's a little dismal. We have other improvements, right? So like we're deleting the other half of the circle over here, which why are we doing that? We really shouldn't. We're actually reducing our bandwidth by half by doing that. Over here we kind of designed it to use both sides, and this is definitely a little bit better. We're turning in both blue on the left side and right side for the squares. And I think we could do something really similar with the blue, with the circles. We haven't done that yet. That's one of the things that's on our little radar, though. Yeah, definitely something. Oh look, this one is actually doing right-clicking. I love that right-clicking delete stuff. It feels good. It just also feels really easy to do. Because it's so easy to do, I've been making mistakes, like little right-click mistakes all the time, and you can't undo or anything. It's so easy. It's so easy to do it. We're at 1.7. It's actually not that bad. Our income for it is pretty good. Do we just have a lot of indigo stored? Kind of. Yeah, we kind of had a lot of indigo stored. Oh, we're running into a blue bandwidth problem. So this is where I really wish I kind of did a little bit more of a Factorio sort of thing, where we have like that front bus sort of thing, where we can just add to the existing red bands. This the conveyor belts here don't seem to do the same level of stacking, or in Factorio it feels like there's a little bit more of a balance on like what's on the conveyor belt and what is need for processing. I felt like it wasn't until it was way later into Factorio, like 200 plus hours into like a mega factory, where I actually needed to do 4, 5, 10 bands, and for the majority of it, 2 bands for these incomes are actually kind of alright. Level 10 now. You can now combine shapes with a combiner. Ooh. Both inputs are combined, and if they can be put next to each other, they'll be fused. If not, the right input is stacked on top of the left input. Oh, cool. Oh my goodness. Well, now we can make this confusing shape, which I really want to do. That would actually increase our mixing and painting rates, which is kind of nice. And that's probably the more interesting sort of shape to combine and stuff. Yeah, so this is this. We want to take the left side of this. This one I'm really interested in, actually. Let's go ahead and get started with this one. Level 10 already, alright. Yep. I mean, I don't know what the typical rate would be in a game like... not in a game like this, but in this particular game. I don't think I'm going at a super fast pace. Maybe? It feels more tame. Watching Factorio speedruns, it's kind of insane. They know the exact mathematical like formula for how many of this and that you actually need between like to get the rocket launch and all that. It's pretty ridiculous. I think this one I want to get to. Okay, so now we have this side. And same for this side I want to get to. Alright. Go ahead and balance them again. Alright, so that's as much as we can get. Oh, this one's kind of been forgotten. Alright, I think everybody's connected there. So this one, we want to... Let's just grab one of these real quick. We actually have a pretty good amount of space under here. We can actually flip this around. We go down and then flip out. And there we go. Pass this over. I don't know how many levels are in this either. The developer was talking about some endgame stuff. I'm not sure what endgame's gonna mean in this one. I mean, this one does feel... It feels pretty different from Factorio in a fairly subtle way. I mean, other than not being able to actually... Other than the fact that you're not creating all of these little tools and stuff. That's definitely a major difference, but... It's also like how you're combining stuff. I guess it's just the de-identified, or the abstraction of just having like these little shape combos. That feels very, very different. For some reason it feels alarmingly different. Okay, so this is the side we want to actually do stuff with. And we basically need to flip this. And we need 50% left side, 50% on the right side. And the rest of this we don't really care about. But we do want to send it back and not just waste it. I don't want to delete anything. We're already extracting it, so we might as well actually use it. So I'm just gonna put a marker. And then we have 4 up there, and so let's just keep 4 open. Alright, so that's where the other side is gonna be spilling out of. And I think I'm gonna kind of do something like that. And then this one is gonna come out over here. And it's gonna go in the other direction. Kind of like one of these things. So it looks like everything should just be able to fit into a nice little neat block. Do like something like that. Go all the way across. Okay, okay. Go ahead and put in all of our little balancers. And then put in our inputs. Click, 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 click. Alright, and so let's go ahead and make all of these little underground tunnels. Oh boy, we need blueprints. Click, 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 click. And this will go... Oh, don't tell me I didn't leave enough space. Oh, I didn't leave enough space. Okay. So I think this needs to go in between them all. Should have known. Oh well. Better not to rush stuff. Even if you're like feeling a little bit impatient, which I kind of am. Because now I have to hit a lot of extra buttons. RR click, RR click. Okay, we're almost there. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this one in. Okay. That one goes in there, so this one goes in there, there. Look these up. Beautiful. Nice, tight, and compact. Okay. Alright, so same thing over here. These go right in between the balancers. And this is when we're going to be taking the output of this and then flipping half of them. Okay. Let's go ahead and push this in main pipeline. All right. All right, so this will go back to the base. Actually, before we forget about it, actually go ahead and do that. I guess we'll stick it in here. Okay, let's try to aim roughly there. Okay, one little gap is all right. We're driving. All right, so now we can freely work on the flipping around of this thing without having to worry about being bogged down or anything, because we're actually utilizing those. Okay, so actually these should be flipped the other way. I was thinking maybe we shouldn't do it that way, but it makes more sense because then we can expand it infinitely and we don't really have to worry about it. Alright. It's okay. Better to fix your mistakes instead of trying to work around your mistakes if it's easy, right? Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Do. Get those in there, getting into the bottom, and then we'll do the top. So now, I'll leave a little bit of space for this weird pile of stuff over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna leave a little bit of space here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll leave 4 in the gap there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and send this down this way. I'm assuming we're gonna be doing something along those lines. All right, so then this is gonna be the other side. Probably should have done this first. So 1 one more time. Okay, this resets it. Alright, so now we have both sides. Okay, so now we have our combiners. So 1 over, this will go into there. This will be the output. And then this will leave a single gap. Okay, so we should have done a little bit lower. It's okay, we can move that down. Actually put this here. This will go in this direction, this will go there. This will go all the way down here. Get rid of that. And let's put our layer thingy down. Okay, so now we'll put in our underground, leaving one gap open. There we go. And we have our output. There's our weird shape. And the next step is going to be painting it. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave this as a note for next time.